My Lord, for the purpose of A572 of 2024.
That file is not before us.
That's all I'm only saying. I have heard the directions of the bench. The file is not before you. But I have instructions for the purpose of the one to take that petition was filed on 18th of 2024.
That file is not before us.
That's all I'm only saying. I have heard the directions of the bench. The file is not before you. But I have instructions for the purpose of the one to take that petition was filed on 18th of October. The same day the Kerugoya file were filed. All the directions in all these files that have been taken to a graveyard is that none of these files of ours are orders. The reason as to why Kerugoya files before the learned judges is purely because they have orders to stop the swearing in of the deputy president-elect. The CJ could not have selectively decided to have only one file before you, my lord. This is a trial of the judiciary. It is a trial that goes to the root cause of whether there is impartiality.
Mr.
Yes, my lord.
Mr. Omari.
Yes, my lord.
The file you are addressing us, we have said, is not before us. And the files which are before this court are the files in which this specific bench has been empaneled.
Thank you, my lord. Allow me to mourn. Because the questions I'm raising are very pertinent, that there are files selectively brought before you, but there are others.
Mr. Omari, we wouldn't know that because, as you understand, we only deal with matters in which we have been empaneled. We do not empanel ourselves.
Thank you very much. The empanelment authority has heard me loud and clear. Thank you.
I had indicated to this honorable court that there will be at least 3 clarifications.
Just a minute, Mr.
Now, I think we need to get something right. I want to clarify how these files are before this bench this morning. The 3 files which were filed in Kerugoya, that is 13, 14, and 15 of 2024, had some interim conservatory orders issued to the court. Further to the issuance of those orders, the learned judge made further orders requesting the Honorable Chief Justice to empanel a bench. Those files were transmitted on the basis of that order to the Honorable Chief Justice's office on the 18th of October 2024. On that very day, the Honorable Deputy Chief Justice empaneled this bench to hear those matters. Thereafter, applications were filed online. I think you are all aware that they are operating online. Applications were filed online. When those applications were filed online, those are the ones which this bench gave directions for these matters to appear before us today. That is why you are here, and that is the trail, that is the paper trail as to why we're here this morning. So I reiterate the position taken by the presiding judge that we will not be comfortable dealing with any other file, even if it's related to this file, which we did not give directions for it to appear here today. So I think we can now proceed on the basis of that clarification.
Thank you, Judge.
My Lord,
Just a minute, please.
Perhaps just to add that the numerous other petitions that are coming up.
yes, my Lord, I believe now I can be able to make the clarification. We are starting with the immediate background that we need to make these clarifications, and we take into account.
Let us finish with quorum first. There's a quorum in E013, which was consolidated in Kerguelen with E014. Just take quorum on that file.
Your Lordship is terribly something wrong. And I believe it is important for us to put things into proper perspective. Because when you call the matters, E13 was not part of what was called. I've not heard it perhaps to be called. Your Lordship, in E015, there has never been a consolidation. To the best of my knowledge.
What are you talking about consolidation? Nobody has talked about any consolidation. These files have not been consolidated. I think that is the next process we'll be going into. Nobody has talked about any consolidation. If you look at the record, you will find that the directions for today's hearing are given specifically on each and every file. There was no consolidation of any matter. No matter has been consolidated. So let us not dwell on things which really are not before the court. Now matter has been consolidated. Let us proceed from there. If you want to apply for any files to be consolidated, that is okay. As we speak now, there is no consolidation. The directions from this court were very specific on 3 different files.
My Lord, I'm well guided, but when Justice Murima was giving the clarification, I never heard him clarify whether the Keroboya file has been integrated into the Nairobi system. Because we cannot be dealing with a file that is reading Keroboya. Because of course, if there is no integration, Your Lordship, then there is a rat that is made.
My Lord, may I say something?
Let me answer you. You said that record speak for himself. And for record, matters which came from Keroboya came with their own record. And the record states here that the matter herein is consolidated with petition E014 of 2024 and the same to be delivered in the Chief Justice for empanelment of bench in terms of the ruling in petition E014 of 2024, a copy of which shall be placed on this file. So your own matter coming from Keroboya was already consolidated. those proceedings which took place in Kagoya consolidated these two files. So let that not be an issue like this. On the directions issues on 11 by Judge Richard Mongo, these were the directions. The petitioner in E 014-2024 to serve their amended petition on all parties. Similarly, the petitioner in E 013-2024 to serve their petition on all parties. Respondents to the petition to file their responses by noon of 17th of October 2024. Given that the files are being routed to Honorable Chief Justice forthwith, the parties' response to the amended petition and petition E 013 of 2024 may be filed in Karugoya under the Karugoya case tracking system online, whereupon they shall be forwarded to Nairobi. So these proceedings took place in Karugoya. So this court has not consolidated any matter. Petition number E14, E014, and petition number E013 are hereby consolidated. The parties who appeared before the Karugoya court were given those orders. Those were your orders.
And with your permission, Presiding Judge, the reason why Nairobi has not opened another file to put together all the files from Karugoya is this. Going by the orders which were issued by Karugoya court, there was a specific order that because of the transmission, parties will still file their documents under the Karugoya CTS, that is the court tracking system. We had to hold on to that so that not to disadvantage any of the parties until we appear today. Those are some of the things we will deal with here and make orders to the Honorable Deputy Registrar to formalize that. So there should be no cause for alarm. We will put everything